Outlander, a popular fantasy drama series on Starz, is renowned for its gripping plot and memorable characters. Don't be fooled though, the show is also recognized for its explicit material. Sam Heughan, the principal actor in Outlander, recently disclosed that he engaged the intimacy coordinator after objecting to full frontal nudity. Plus, the star also felt betrayed by what transpired on set. Find out all about this and more in today's video. Just a trigger warning, but today's video contains mentions of the word assault, so proceed at your own risk. It's been revealed recently that after objecting to full frontal nudity, Sam Heughan hired an intimacy coordinator for Outlander. In a dramatic season 1 moment where his penis was on display, lead actor Sam Heughan felt out of control. Heughan admitted in his autobiography, Waypoints, My Scottish Journey, that he believed the Starz series' writers had deceived him when an unnecessary shot of one of his characters appeared on the screen. Filmed in 2014, Heughan observed that the incident would have been done differently today. It features his character Jamie Fraser being sexually assaulted by his enemy Tobias Menzies' Black Jack Randall. A clause in my contract required me to film scenes, he detailed in his memoir. Even so, this wasn't a moment where I felt that being naked would add to the horror of what Jamie undergoes in that castle dungeon as a form of punishment, subjugation, and humiliation. Even though Outlander never turned away from sexual violence, the actor added that particular scene did not call for him to engage in nudity. The shot was unnecessary and it did betray my trust in the creative team a bit. The actor said, "We don't need to see the horror to imagine what the characters go through. Imagination is way more powerful." Heughan continued by saying that he resisted, arguing that he symbolized a terrible experience for his character and that this caused quite a controversy. All productions include creative discussions because good work is created by challenging the status quo and because we all want to get it right. Heughan was only going to be seen naked after the attack as a compromise, and the explicit shots were left on the cutting room floor during post-production. The actor considered the significant contrast between the first and 6th seasons of Outlander now that it has an intimacy coordinator. Heughan acknowledged that he hired the first intimacy coordinator for the series as a producer on the Happy Sad Confused podcast earlier this year. He previously expressed that he was just thrown in the deep end when the series started, but that it's also vital that they find a way to examine these scenes and perhaps get something more out of them. Aside from discussing the nudity of the Outlander series in his biography, the Scottish actor also detailed the audition process he went through to play James Bond before Daniel Craig was chosen to portray the role in Casino Royale. So why wasn't he chosen as James Bond? According to the franchise directors, Sam Heughan wasn't edgy enough to portray the role of 007. Sam Heughan was an exception in terms of James Bond casting. The Outlander star had an audition for the part before Daniel Craig was cast in the 2006 movie Casino Royale, as he reveals in his brand new biography. Although Heughan described the audition process for the role of 007 as quite an experience, the timing ultimately wasn't right. Heughan acknowledged that he probably wasn't ready at that point in his life, but the actor still wonders what may have occurred if he had been cast. The Scottish actor claimed, reflecting the espionage plot itself, that his audition was cloaked in so much secrecy that he felt like a real-life agent. In an interview with EW, he went into more detail about it and said how it was kept so secret that no one ever acknowledged that he was a candidate for the lead role, but he did acknowledge knowing. Heughan acknowledged the idea that he may even be considered for such an iconic role completely blew his head. He revealed how much he admired Timothy Dalton for playing a darker character in The Living Daylights than the other performers. However, Sir Sean Connery, a fellow Scot who had all the necessary qualities, charm, ruthlessness, physical presence, and the accent to match, was the true idol. The name's Bond, James Bond, the actor echoed. The Outlander star said he had to constantly tell himself to relax and let them see what he could accomplish with the role of James Bond. Heughan went to the Bond HQ and tried out for the casting director, according to his audition testimony. After that, he was given the go-ahead to ascend to the following floor, where M and producer Barbara Broccoli were waiting for him, both seated across a sizable table in a leather chair. The focal point in front of her was an imitation gold revolver. Martin Campbell, the Casino Royale director, was also present. The actor claimed that after reading the sequence once, they briefly discussed Scotland and Bond before parting ways. The sweat that was just beginning to build under his leather jacket for formed quite quickly. Everything was just so cool, and Barbara's charm and sweetness made it all the better, half wondering whether he was about to be put to the test with a house auto chase when he left. To be aware of, producer Michael G. Wilson previously revealed that each Bond must try out utilizing a sequence from the 1963 film From Russia with Love starring Sean Connery. Heughan, however, lacked the it aspect that Broccoli and other Bond producers were looking for. The response he received, however, when he found out the position had been given to someone else, boiled down to the fact that he wasn't naturally edgy enough. The actor claimed that he is always willing to accept criticism to grow as an actor, but the implication seemed to be that his real-life persona lacked this trait. It wasn't a matter of turning into a bad boy. Instead, he realized that the edge the Bond team sought could be attained through self-confidence, which, to be fair, he thinks he was lacking at the time. He could not see what impact that would have on playing the role, but it was out of his hands and meant to be. Heughan now reflected on the lost chance, telling EW that while every British actor has undoubtedly been mentioned for the role, Heughan may be permanently out of the race. Admittedly, the actor would love to see a Scottish Bond appear again after Connery. The Outlander star is aware that the James Bond franchise's creators have discussed making him younger, which is disappointing because the actor feels he is past his prime and would not be a good fit. He claimed that, based on his impressions, is where they are headed, but nobody can say for sure what is going through their minds. Heughan continued, calling James Bond a dark character and a brilliant one. He paid a lot of respect to the Bond universe with his work on SAS Red Notice. Heughan revealed that they collaborated closely with highly decorated British Special Forces man Andy McNab. In a way, it's a more interesting role than Bond, since it's entirely based on him, the character. Studying him and learning about his experiences was an amazing experience, and Heughan now feels as though he has perhaps experienced a taste of that world. Idris Elba denied claims that he was on the short list for the role of James Bond after Daniel Craig's tenure as the actor in the role ended. Tom Hardy, Regé-Jean Page, and Jacob Elordi have also been mentioned as potential candidates. The following Bond movie won't come out for at least 2 years. In other related news, Sam Heughan shared that he's now open to something regarding his love life. What exactly made him change his mind? The 42-year-old Scot recently admitted that he has altered his mind on love and is now open to something. Heughan claimed that he has always prioritized his career as a whole, not only Outlander. He admitted that it's challenging to travel frequently, and since his profession has always come first, that's where he is right now. However, the Jamie Fraser actor admitted that he is certain that at some moment he will be knocked off his feet, at which point he will be screwed. Heughan is known for being secretive about his romantic relationships, but when he appeared on the Drew Barrymore show, Drew Barrymore didn't waste any time in asking him about it. Heughan responded to Barrymore's claim that he had a reputation for putting his work ahead of relationships. The actor then quickly asserted that he never said such things and denied saying them. He highlighted how much time is spent on set and at work because the job is so all-encompassing. However, he is open to something even though he is unsure of what he claims to be open to. Heughan was seen in New York City with a woman who is thought to be his girlfriend around the same time that he remarked. He hardly ever walks around with a female friend, but that's precisely what happened in the spring of 2022 when he was seen cuddling up to Australian beauty Monica Clark. And that's pretty much the latest on the Outlander star Sam Heughan. Do you agree with what the Scot did and standing up for himself? And do you also think he would make a great Bond in a different universe? Let us know in the comment section below. Thanks for watching today's video, and before you go, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to our channel with the notification bell on for more videos like these. See you next time, and thanks for watching.